What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Daz Got That Fire. In today's episode, I'm gonna teach you how to get your 808s and your kicks to be banking like yours truly. Some of your favorite producers. They all use these type of techniques, all for different purposes, whatever they genre or project they may be working on. Definitely use these tips I'm gonna be dropping down in this video. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that's been patiently been staying with me and promoting me and in a sense supporting me on my journey as far as when I'm doing this music, whether it be me streaming, making my content on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, etc. and all that, even here on YouTube. So I just first and foremost want to thank everybody that's been with me so far, and I'm still going and we still got more to achieve. Secondly, also that I've dropped some new music called New Beginnings. I have 10 tracks out on my album I dropped. It's just an instrumental album I put together, curated just to make new sound of my sampling skills and what's now being played today also versus what I'm also trying to push the envelope to a new sound out there. So I have that out on Spotify. As it came out on Apple Music yet, but by the time this video dropped, it should hopefully be on Apple Music. It will be on all platforms that you could possibly think of. They got any type of music on it. So yeah, check that out. It's gonna be New Beginnings. So I'm gonna drop the link as far as the Spotify listen to description below. Hopefully Apple will be up, and then when that's the case, I can drop that link in there too, so it'll be more accessible for people who don't have Apple and any other DSP platform. But, people want to listen to my music. It's all out there. Just letting y'all know. Not to take y'all too much time away. Let's go ahead and get right into this video. All right, let's get into it. First method I'll use if you want your 808s or kicks to be banging like yours truly. I have this VST called Air Instruments. Kind of get the bundle for about depending on what you need. I use at least at least as far as like for my effects wise when I put on my channels, whatever instrument I have going on in my channel rack, I usually put effects. But they have a lot of bundles for different things, VST software expansion pack. So to that if you want to. Might even drop a little link description as far as to their website. Not sponsored by them. I really like their products a lot. One way to get your 808s or kicks to banging. Surround sound wise. First, let's go ahead and just pick kick. Let's pick I like Jink. So we know what the Virginia kick sound like. Virginia kick. One method, one of the Air VSTs, and this is just the VST that I'm using for the effect on it is called Air Enhancer. So basically, what this effect is basically it just kind of EQs the lows and the mids and the high ends in the sound that you have within the track, the effecting and all that. So you see, I have all these different type of parameters. Honestly, you can sit here tweaking all day, say effect you want. I want to show you a quick, easy, at least with air products wise. All you need, if you don't like that particular sound, just a good solid kick. If you want a little bit more bass to it, hit the little preset for refresh bass, give you a new bass as far as in the EQ, the low ends to a little bit of to the mids, or the more solid full type of hit to it. Is that what your kicks or your 808 gives a more fuller type of effect. So again, I'll take it off what it sounds like without it. Turned it off. Dodo me. This is what it sounds like with it off. It sounds like with air enhancer on. So the difference really is just the fullness of the hit, and depending on what type of project you're working on, genre that you may be working on, and different as far as that way you go with that. That's one that I will show with that. And get rid of this. A second method I learned also is that you have this stereo separation. I don't know if a lot of people use the batteries down here actually on the channels itself, but for instance, give yourself a more full stereo separation kit to fill out a particular song that you turn that all the way up for complete stereo separation. So you're getting channel more external channel sound left side of the right side of the ear. Or if it's not with headphones or anything, like that. Left um predominantly main speaker, right predominantly main speaker. So this is what it sounds like. Separation all the way up, all the way to 100. Get more still of that direct hit, but it's more spaced out. It's like more stuff is being pushed to the front versus than just a direct shot as far as the sound. This is what it sounds like without it. More straight to the hit to sound like with stereo separation on. Now another method also that you can use stereo separation if you don't that I know that comes all FL. Go to is excuse me. This is a filter. So this is like a generic. I believe you get it in like the producer edition of it. It's like the second level version of the credit me on. I believe it's the second level as far as when you buy FL locking it the second level purchase it. Um, come here, sense gives you all these different type of options. You got these different parameters you go in here, kind of mix with, and it doesn't necessarily just have to be saying Oasis is just for the topic of this video. This is also another way that you can give a different type of separation and feel and a little bit more tweaking of what you want to be separated. So for instance, this would it sound like nothing. Of course you see it lighting up. Usually I'll go to stereo separation. So now it giving a more fuller type of feel, but losing a little bit more of its color, its brightness to it. So I would say this is like mid to almost soft stereo separation. I'll get into the next one, which I will kind of consider as the soft way of editing and getting your kicks and your 808s to really be like that. But this is just another alternative way you can tweak it a little bit more as far as how smooth you want it, shift it, as far as what part of parameters that you want heard the most. Said it, you can mix it a lot, more of a tighter or more open full type of hit to it. You can do a lot of parameters for EQ, and it comes with FL. Bonds, I believe, the second upgrade should pack FL Studios locking it comes with it. So separate just from using this stereo separation on any of the channel racks that you can also go into stereo separation for second tip. Third tip that I would give for weights or base to really be banking, you can actually record it, modify it. So still have right kick, channel rack on, still there. What you will want to do go to channel rack and then go to your mixer. Next, you want to go to Edison. I can find Edison. Edison won't look nothing like how where I'm gonna find it on here, which is right here. It might be up there, but I have a lot of stuff on my computer, so that's why it might be in a little different area than where you're looking at it. But know that it's in there. Once you got Edison open, I change from on input to on play. I hit the record button. I don't have nothing really on my channel rack right now, so I just put something. Just play. So I'm gonna stop it. That's what I like. Stop here. I'm gonna unclick the record button. Edison. So now I got my new sample here. So now if I want to kind of change the sound that we recorded, I want to right click. Then I want to go down to tool. Then I want to go down to amp. Any of these effects in here, as far as in the amp area, all these are all parameters that you to kind of tweak sound whatever you're recording Edison. But or at least a different type of frictional hit. I'm gonna keep it simple and stay. So amp is more of like as you know the name it says itself. So it's just a boost in parameters as far as the direct sound, as far as left channel, right channel, intensity of it. So this is what it sound like just straight up. Get a more louder hit and it's more direct but it's less spaced out. It's more like condensed in a sense. So with this effect on here or editing tool Edison with, kind of change how you want to hear it. You can have more of a right ear dominant type sound as far as whatever the sound is being right now, or vice versa. You can have a right. You set it. You change the stereo separation. This is another. This is what I would call your soft stereo separation when you amp. Um, the way of the processing is just different, especially from the other two methods I showed earlier video. So it just you have to play it by ear, and depending on what type of project you're working on, why amp would be more useful as far as modifying your sounds or more specifically for your kicks and your 808s. So kind of change the parameters of that. You can have it more stereo, panning out to the left. It's more soft tone, right? More still soft tone, but more to the right though. You set it. You change this to evenly balance it out. But it didn't play sound there, but depending on the gauging of the level, you know, it'll play out. You hear the sound. You change the panning. You have it no panning at all. You have it more to the right panning, or you can go to the left. Also, with the panning options, that will affect the panning and also the left and the right channels and the volume of it. You can choose circular. Circular has more of a rounding ending to it when it hits. So sounds being played, it will round itself off towards the ending of it. Preview that a lot already, so you can kind of hear the difference in the arc when it hits. Triangular, more 3 points, so it's more of directional, reflecting off of each other type sound. So now you're gonna have a lot of sound kind of hitting corners and edges. This is what that sound like. They're not saying too different, but depending on your project, where you're trying to go with it, all these tips that I don't put out here is all subjective and to your own discretion. But these are all different methods as far as to keep your work and your music production keep going. You don't have to stop, especially when it comes to sometimes not getting your kicks or 808s to sound properly right or hitting like how you really want to, as far as whatever genre that you're working on at the time. Those are my 3 tips for getting your kicks and your 808s in place and banging like yours truly. I appreciate y'all sticking to the end of the video, learning as much information as y'all can. See y'all in the future. Next one.